What up, you guys? As you can tell, I am on the Lectric XP today. I'm just going to give you a quick 200-mile review. We're actually at 191, so kind of lying a little bit, but I'm going to give you a little review on how it's been the last 200 miles and kind of update you on what I got going on with it. Stay tuned. Okay, the XP from Lectric. This is it. I'm just cruising around. I'm heading to the coffee shop. I found this little cool, like, through my neighborhood trail that leads to some, like, dirt trails. I don't know that I'm supposed to be on it with an electric bicycle. I think it's like regular bicycles or walking only, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I can just kind of show you what it's like, how it performs when it's off-road. Not anything like super aggressive, but you know, some like dirt walking paths kind of deal. I've had the bike for just under 200 miles now. We just hit 192, and honestly, it's pretty good. I have very few complaints with it. The brakes aren't amazing. They are pretty okay. This is me in pedal assist 5, just because I'm lazy right now. I'm like spinning my legs, but I have almost no resistance, and this is a really steep hill, so pretty chill. The bike does a really good job. The brakes, like I said, aren't exceptional, but they do get the job done. Just regular mechanical disc brakes, but that's still better than a drum, so I'll take it. It's better than like pinching on a rim. Pretty all right. The power is really where it's at, though. The bike has really good torque for what it is. I've modified the settings a little bit to where you can go in the computer. This is all in the manual that comes with the bike, first and foremost. Maybe if there's enough like comments about it in the comment section of this video, I'll go ahead and make a video on it specifically, but all these modifications you can do in the computer with instructions from the manual. The first one is you can raise the top speed. You can raise the top speed from class 2, which is like 20 miles an hour, to class 3, which is going to be 28 miles an hour. And that really helps a lot, especially when you're going downhill. It feels good to be able to just accelerate that much quicker. Or on the flat, if you're riding with somebody with a faster e-bike, or a thin tire e-bike, I'll call them, the rolling resistance on these big fat tires can really slow you down. So having that extra power is nice. I also modified it to where the cadence sensor will kick in quicker. So as soon as you start rotating your legs, it kicks in, which is kind of weird. One little quirk with the electric, when I first did that little modification, it kicked in really quickly. Now it seems to be kicking in slower. So I don't know if that's something going on with the magnets, or I need to go back in there and check the settings to make sure that they stuck. But for the first, like, I would say 5 or 10 rides, it was instant cadence sensor activation. But now it's delayed again. So something's going on. And I also went ahead and, oh, here's the front of the trail, I believe. Yes. Here we go, guys. I don't have to jump a curb somewhere. Let's see where it is to get in here. Ooh, we got some road work going on. Don't mind us, guys. We're not trespassing. This is Dearborn Park, if you're interested. Over here near Decatur, Avondale Estates-ish area. Woo! Steep hill. Gotta get on the brakes there. This thing wanted to go. Alright. Let's take this little windy sidewalk to get over to the little dirt section. Getting a little bit of resistance here in 5. Nothing crazy, though. Like, I'm not working. I'm working, but it's not like I could do this all day long, you know? There we go. Perfect. This way. Okay. And the last mod that I did when I was messing with the computer is I turned up how much power kicks in when that cadence sensor starts. You can have it hit gradually, so you just don't like so you kind of like ease into the power, or you can have it hit suddenly. I turned it all the way up. So as soon as that cadence sensor turns on, I'm getting the full burst of power. I like it like that. It rips off. It is a little dangerous, so if you're new to e-bikes, I would say just ease your way into it, turn it up slowly but surely, because getting that full burst of power can send you. Like, it can get you going really quickly. Electric torque is fast. It will get you going, and it might get the better of you if you're not prepared for it. Oh, this little bridge here, I got some air on it once. Let's see if I can do it again. Woo! Yeah, a little bit. Just super fun little trail. And it's like a shortcut to the coffee shop to keep me off the main roads. So I like it. Woo! I'm gonna get on the throttle here. So, whoa, thick stuff. Thank you, fat tires. All right. It's kind of sludgy, some mud. I can feel the fat tires doing their work, keeping me in traction. It tried to like get a little fishy a minute ago there. You can see somebody else got fishy there. I can see the little trails. Somebody coming through here with a thin bike, a thin tire bike, and had a bad time. All right, so that's it. Honestly, it's just a quick little dirt path, and then becomes this fuckery. This is the biggest hill on my side of town. So I'm gonna kind of show you how it handles it. We're in pedal assist 5. I have it in 7th gear so that I have the full resistance. I can click it down. We'll go to 6th. Let's go to 5th and see what happens. So I'm in 5th now. I'm pedaling. I got some good resistance here, but we're still climbing, and I'm still seated. I'm seated. I'm seated. On a regular bike, I'd be struggling. I'd be standing and pedaling, like stomping down to try to get some forward momentum. But on this, just kind of casually coasting. You can see I'm one-handed now, not breathing terribly hard, just pedaling along. I do like it more in 5th. Dropping it down a couple gears really helped. Just take that resistance off, take that load off, which that 7-speed Shimano transmission really helps you out with this bike. It really makes things a lot easier. But we're at the top now. Kick that boy back into 7th. Keep on going. Woo! This bike is so much fun. The last 200 miles have been amazing. I have like so much fun on this bike, but I always forget. Like, I have the Versa sitting around. I have the Bonneville. I can ride the BMW anytime I want. So sometimes the motorcycles win out. A lot of times the motorcycles win out, honestly. But every time I get on this bike, I remember exactly why I love it. I attempted to turn the camera off to miss this red light, but no such luck. I am caught at it. I'm always like on the fence about like whether or not I want to like just run the light, like go over to the crosswalk and just walk across. Because it'd be super easy to just go over there really quick, but I try to adhere to the traffic laws. I try to be a patient man, not like rush through life. Just follow the rules, you know, law and order and all that jazz. Alright, and through a little bit of movie magic, we have gotten past that light. That thing was really, really long. I sat there for so long thinking about running the light, but I didn't do it. I waited my fair turn. As you can probably tell if you're a local, I'm in Kirkwood now. I'm headed to Perk. It's kind of been my go-to coffee shop lately. So if you want to meet up and talk motorcycles, that's where you can find me. But if you hate my guts, that's not where you can find me. You should go maybe to Buckhead. Actually, I live in Texas now. That's the deal. If you hate me, Texas, that's where you can find me. The bike, here you go, the brakes. Little squeaky, but good. I think it's time for an adjustment on them. You know, I haven't adjusted them. I adjusted them like 50 miles on, so it's been another 150 miles without me touching the brakes. So maybe a lot of like the wear is just on me. Like I need to just get in there, get some tension on that cable, maybe even check out the pads, see how they're doing. The speed on this bike, look at this, man, it's so good. Woo! Hitting 28 miles an hour pretty easily now. Woo, 29, okay. So adding that full burst of power in the system really helps you get that 28 miles an hour a lot easier. I will say that when it's in regular, like completely bone stock settings, it is really hard to get to 28, but doing the little modifications I did in the computer really makes it an easier process. They don't seem to negatively affect range very much, I will say. I am 5'11", I float around 200 to 205 pounds, and I will say the bike gets me 25 miles of range generally, with mixed riding speeds. Like whether I usually keep it in pedal assist 3, honestly. I only have it in 5 today because I'm trying to make it pretty easy. I'm honestly just out for a cruise. We got this whole gas shortage thing going on in Georgia. Everybody's panicking buying gas. So I just wanted to get out, have fun, and remind myself why I bought an electric vehicle. I don't care how much gas we have left because I can get wherever I need to get in my daily life with this. My work commute's like 7 or 8 miles, I think. So I can get there and back without charging if I wanted to. I haven't done it yet, but I could if I wanted to. The grocery store is 2 miles away. Coffee shops 5 miles away. Like I can get anywhere I want to go on this bike without issue. So range is perfect for me, but it's not as good as some people will lead you to believe. I have let other people ride it, and generally it's just, that's the range. Like you might be able to ink like another 5 out and get 30, but on mine, at least with mixed speeds going between like 15 and 28, randomly between pedal assist 2 and 5, just mixed. You're gonna get 25 miles. That's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you expected 50. It's not gonna happen unless you're riding very, very slow on a very, very flat area and you are very, very light, which is fine, because really, like, 25 is enough for what this bike is intended to do. You just saw there how long it took for the cadence sensor to kick in. Something's going on with the settings. I need to get in there. I did see that Lectric is releasing a version 2. They kind of like hinted towards it. They didn't really say what's going on with it, so I don't really know, but I'm super interested in that. Hopefully it's a new design, like a new frame style or something more off-road capable. I will buy a second one if it's something good enough, you know? So we'll see what they have to offer. But anyway, I'm pulling up the perk here, so I'm going to park the bike, not talk to myself in front of people. Oh, there he is. That's who I'm meeting. Chris. Hello. Hello, my friend. Hi. All right, coffee done. That was my friend Chris. We grew up together, skateboarding and riding bikes and riding like old vintage Vespas. He never really caught the motorcycle bug, but I'm going to try to get him on this e-bike thing. We'll see. He declined the test ride on this, which is how I rope him in. Once you get the test ride on the Lectric, you definitely want an e-bike, and then you're one of my e-bike bros. It's just that easy. It's simple math. I convince you to ride it, you don't think you're going to like it, and then you like it a lot, and then you're buying an e-bike. So I will get him soon enough, I assure you. But this bike is like perfect for this sort of thing. Like, I don't want to get in my car and like do all that for just bopping down to the coffee shop. I don't want to get on the motorcycle and put on all my gear. Like, I will just because I like riding my motorcycle, but I don't want to put on a ton of gear just to roll down here. For this, I'm wearing my Alpine Stars gloves, but I'm wearing like a hoodie. It's a Kevlar hoodie, but I'm wearing a hoodie, some pants, and my full face helmet, mostly because I want to vlog. Normally on this thing, I'm just wearing like an open face helmet, and I like to be covered up completely, but I'm not wearing like my full-on riding boots and whatnot. Just got some sneakers on. These are the vegan Stan Smiths. If you're not on them, you should be. Very classic shoe, super cozy, and ethical, if that's the thing you care about. It's a thing that I care about, but you may not, I guess. But the seat on this bike, like, I thought I was going to upgrade it to something more comfortable, but the more I ride it, the more I'm just like, nah, the seat's actually pretty good. Really not much needs to change on the bike. I bought handlebars for it. I bought all this stuff, and then it turned out that I didn't really even need it. The only thing that I really wanted that I did put on after riding it for a while was a mirror, just so I can see behind me a little bit. It doesn't even work super well, but it's enough. It's enough to kind of show me what's behind me if I'm worried about a car coming up on me like right now. I don't want to be like all in the way if I need to know that I need to get over. That helps. But you can see I am down 2 blocks of power as it sits now. After several miles of being on full power, just climbing hills and whatnot. I'm headed back to my side of town now. We're going to hit that off-road patch again and show you what it looks like one more time. Dude, the houses on this little section of Kirkwood are so adorable. Just look at this. This is exactly like the size of house that I like. Not too big, not too small. Actually, I really like tiny houses. You guys know that. But these ones are just like a really good size for a little single family or a couple, maybe even like a single dude. I like this one a lot because of that like rock parking spot. That is totally something I want to do. Right now, I have a big section of my driveway that's like, it like branches out and gets wider, and it's mulch, just like guest parking there, but I want to make that all rocks. I just really like gravel or rock driveways or parking spots. I just think they're like really like comfortable looking, I guess is the best way to explain it, you know? So we're approaching that big hill that I went up. Now we're gonna go down it. GoPro is really good at making things look smaller than they are, so maybe going down it will kind of make it more realistic, or kind of give you a better picture of how big it is. Look at these houses. Speaking of big, huge houses. But yeah, the steepness of this hill. Woo! Stand up a little bit. We're doing 20 miles an hour here, downhill. We're creeping up. About 25 now. We're gonna hit the speed bump at speed. Woo! This is not even like the real big part of the hill. Woo! A little jump there. This is the steep part of the hill here. You can't even see it over the crest. Oh no, don't pull out and fill my gap. Okay, cool. Here we go. Come down here, car, stop. My turn. Thank you. Gotta get on the brakes because this is so steep. I want to brake early to actually make it. Brakes are pegged. Ooh, yeah, there we go. We're gonna turn onto the little off-road section here. This is just so much fun. This is fun you can't have in your car or on your motorcycle without causing a ruckus. But here we go, back onto the trail. Woo, mud. Okay, get some speed up. Actually, I'm just gonna ride the throttle. That's the beauty of this bike. You can just get on the throttle and have some fun. Don't even really need to pedal and keep the cadence up, because you can just pin the throttle and send it at speed. We're doing 18 to 20 miles an hour ish on this like dirt, gravel, mud mix situation. Wooden plank bridge. Woo, jumped. Let's see if I can get some little bit of air off this. Oh, there we go. That was pretty good. The bike's pretty resilient. It's definitely no off-road mountain bike. I wouldn't want to beat it up too bad. Actually, I thought there was like a, there it is. Yeah, there's a more dirt-friendly section, a dirt-heavy section. Let's go that way. See what we can see. I'm wearing like nice shoes, like I said, so I don't want to step in any mud, but we'll see. Oh, some stairs. Okay. All right. Whew, 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 whew. There we go. All right. Stick. Oh, big branches and shit. Like I said, it's not like a real off-road machine necessarily, but as you can tell, there's some big branches and roots and shit in here, and I'm doing it. There's water there. Say that. It's like a tire in there and shit. On the throttle there. Oh god, more stairs. Okay. All right, we're going down the stairs. Okay, there we go. I'm like really choosing my path really well because I don't want to dirty my shoes. I know that's like a weird thing to whine about, but it's the truth. I don't want to get mud on my sneakers. Sorry guys. Next time I do this, I will wear something more appropriate. Maybe I'll actually put on my riding boots, or at least some sneakers I don't care about, you know. Ooh, a rock. There we go. And up this. Yeah, just creeping through. Not too bad. Like, it'd be cool if I had suspension. It'd be cool if I had a more aggressive tire versus just a fat tire. There's definitely ways to make this better or more appropriate, you know, on a real mountain bike, an e-mountain bike. But as you can see, this bike will still do it. You just gotta have the will, you know. Woo, some roots. Not too bad. Again, it's not super meant for this, but it did it. Let's take a minute here to stop and show you the bike. So the fat tires, they fill with mud pretty easily, and then they will kind of become slick. But you can see the bike's covered in dirt. I left and it was clean. It's doing the job. It will go off-road. Will it go off-road as capably as a actual dedicated mountain bike? No. But it can do it for fun little jaunts like this, bopping through your neighborhood. The Lectric XP will do the task and be a lot of fun doing it, you know? Whoop. All right, let's see how I'm gonna get on out of here. Just bump this little sidewalk here. Boop, boop. If I remember correctly, this hill is so steep that you got to pedal. Like, throttle alone isn't going to get you up it. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of getting a little bit of resistance. It's just getting from going up a steep incline with no run up. It's a little difficult, but the bike did it. Back onto the major roads. I like to take it a little easy when I first get out of the dirt. Just kind of like let the tires shake a little bit of the dirt out and get some of their traction back. But then you're back in business. I think that's the beauty of this bike. It's just a really cool do everything trick, or do everything tool. You can do a little bit of off-roading. You can bop down in the coffee shop to see your friends. You can commute. You can run some errands if you want, especially with the addition of a couple little bags here. I have like some batteries in there, my hat, my face mask because COVID and all. And then on the back I have like a little equally sized bag that's just full of my tools and stuff to fix a flat if I get one. Really simple setup, but it's good enough for me to bop around all day. Again, I've been going pretty hard. I'm at about half battery right now, running it in full power with all the settings turned way up. But I'll get home, I'll still have plenty of battery left. And the cool thing / bad thing about this bike's battery is it's giving you real-time data. So if I stop for a minute, or if I stay on this flat for a while, the battery charge, the estimate is going to go up. It'll say that I have more battery then if I'm just climbing like a really steep hill, going really slow. That hill that I went up right over there is why it's saying that I have that little battery. and this gradual incline right now that I'm going up is saying why my battery is going down. But once I level out or start going back downhill, it will go back up. But I like to say, when you get to half battery, you should be heading home. If you've gotten far enough out to where you're at half battery and you're not heading home, turn around, just play it safe, because getting stranded on this bike is a bad time. You can ride it with no battery, but it is not good. You're gonna have to be really working those gears, really spinning those legs. You're gonna be struggling. It's way easier if you just plan ahead and go on home when you get to half. All right, buddy, that's a weird place to stop for good and get out of your car. You know, you can park, you know, that's allowed. But anyway, 23-ish miles an hour going downhill to a stop sign. Let's get on the brakes, see how it does. Pretty good combined braking, a little bit of rear, then some front, and we're good. And keep going. Another gradual hill here. Let's see how this boy climbs it. Again, pedal assist 5. This thing is giving it all the beans, but I prefer it that way. I'm not doing this for a workout. I go to the gym for workouts. This is just fun for me, so I want to go fast, you know. I want to go fast. I want to ride off road. I want to just mess around. This is a toy for me, not like a tool. This is like to have a good time. And though it is a toy, not a tool, it is a really good tool nonetheless. I realized I should probably like wave at people and be nice when I see them, but anywho, I'll just be the random guy talking to himself. No big deal. But really steep hill here now. I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but we're doing 13, approaching on 14 miles an hour. Again, very little resistance. I'm just chilling. We're up to 16. It's probably going to hit 17 or 18 on this hill as it builds its little momentum. Yeah, we're at 17 now. And like I said, this is a gradual, but it is a pretty steep hill. It just keeps going and going and going. So being able to go 17 miles an hour without really like gassing yourself out up a hill is pretty sweet if you're trying to go for a ride. I think the Lectric XP is a really good option for people that are really like just trying to get to where they got to go, whether it's like you can't afford a car, you're a college student, or just a guy trying to be like more thrifty. You can't afford a car, you can't afford a motorcycle. I think this is a really good option. I'm like a really big fan, a really big proponent of the 50cc scooter. I think being able to do 30, 35 miles an hour on the road on a thing, at least in Georgia, that doesn't require insurance or registration is really nice. You can get to a nice like Honda Metropolitan or Yamaha Vino and just have a cool little bop around, even like a Yamaha Zuma if you like that styling more. There's a lot of really cool entry-level 50cc scooters that will get you where you need to go. But if you want to take even another step down, like one of those scooters is probably going to cost you like $2,000 for like one of those, or a Honda Ruckus, or any of the mini bikes. About $2,000. For about half that, you can get the electric. And yes, it's going to be a little less utilitarian, but you're saving $1,000. You're getting a little bit of exercise if you want to. You're down on range for sure. Those scooters will go forever on like a gallon of gas, but this maybe is like the next economical step down. I'm going to go ahead and run this light. That's what I'm going to do. Don't do that at home, kids. But this is like a nice step in that direction. You can really get where you need to go, get some exercise, have fun, all for very little money. The maintenance on this is going to be really cheap. You're really just going to be buying brake pads, adjusting and buying cables, and buying tires and tubes. Like, nothing else is really going to go wrong on this bike. On those scooters, there will be oil changes, there are going to be tires, there's going to be belts, there's going to be stuff that goes wrong. Still really economical though. I just really want people to like kind of take a minute, if anything from my channel, I want you to take a minute to think about your transportation and how much you truly need, and maybe like get a little less. Like if you are wanting to go on a big trip, you might not need a giant touring motorcycle. You can probably do it on like a 650, you know, like I did it, you've seen it. If you're trying to just ride around town, maybe you don't need to take your motorcycle every time. Maybe like a little e-bike will do it for you and you'll have a really good time and enjoy yourself. I just passed my turn back there, so I gotta turn around, but I was just having fun going through the little strip there when I ran the light. But anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm gonna stop talking your ear off. You can see my battery power going back up. It just said 1 when I was climbing that hill, but now it says more. I could go through there, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little check-in on the Lectric XP. If you have any questions about it, drop them in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I appreciate every single subscription I get. So if you could do that for me, I would love you so much. Thanks, and have a good one. Peace. Peace.